twitches, pauses, and pops as the lure comes by. And we hooked the fish. No way. Good afternoon, adventurers. Welcome to my top 3 lures for fishing floating boat docks here on Lake Travis. The lake is not a constant level lake, so it fluctuates. Right now, it's actually 40 feet below normal levels and full of floating boat docks. These fish will use it year-round, from 1 foot of water to 100 feet of water. You can catch fish around most of these floating boat docks. Top 3 lures in the spring for catching these bass in these conditions on a floating boat dock. Surprise, surprise, a rooster tail. Fish it around all corners of every boat dock. Fish it in the slips if you can get a cast in there. Fish it along the shorelines next to the boat dock. I always rig it inline with a swivel. Helps reduce the line twist. Match the hatch with your color. I like white or silver with a silver blade in sunny conditions and clear water, especially if there's wind. I like chartreuse or a brighter color with a gold blade in overcast or dark water conditions. So how do you retrieve this thing? Well, you want to make a nice long cast and immediately give the rod a pop. That gets that blade spinning. If the blade is not spinning, it's not going to be very effective. I usually use a slow to moderate intermittent retrieve. Little twitches, pauses, and pops. We hooked the fish. No way, we did not. For the demonstration, we hooked the fish. So here we go. Here's proof it works. And if you notice on the video, that fish hit right as we made a little pause or a pop. The irregularity of the retrieve, I think, is key to catching fish. Don't forget, fish it around every edge of every boat dock as well. Just like this. Number 2, a wacky worm. This lure is a killer bait. Again, cast it all around every aspect of the boat dock. Cast it up into the slips. The key, let it sink. The less action on this guy, the better. I like rigging mine with a straight shank hook and right down the center. You can see it's kind of hooked towards the top, and just let it do its thing. Let it drop down. Let's watch it in action in the water. You want to hit every aspect of the boat dock. You literally are going to throw it and just let it drop, just like that. Count down 1 foot per second if you use a heavy gauge hook, and then you bring it up. Everywhere around these boat docks, just let it glide down, let it drift. Maybe a little pop here and there. See the action on the ends there? If you want to fish a ledge with it, it's very similar to fishing a moving bait. However, you're just going to fish it slower. Make a cast parallel to a ledge or something. Let it drop for a second or two. Pop, pop. Let it drop. I like to rig mine on a straight shank hook. This one's a little heavier gauge wire, both for the bigger fish, which this will catch. The key, fish it slow. Pop it out there, throw it where you want it, go just on top of or past your target, and let it do nothing. Just let it drop straight down the water column. Watch your line for twitches or movement. If you see it, reel down, set the hook. Maybe give it a couple of small pops and shakes, let it drop again, reel it in, do another one. I like to use natural colors in the clear water, which we primarily have in Lake Travis. I like to go with greens and browns, maybe with a little chartreuse or red. However, I've also done very well with an electric blue color. All these are from Mayo Fishing Lures. Amazing baits, heavily garlic scent impregnated. I will drop a link to their baits in the description below. So let's get to the most effective lure in this video. All right, guys, the single most effective lure to fish around floating boat docks and offshore ledges in Lake Travis is a small swim bait or grub. This just happens to be a fat-bodied grub in a smoke color. You want to match the hatch. Bait fish, bluegills, shiners, minnows. I rig it on an 1/8 ounce darter or swim bait jig head. The key to most springtime fishing with these types of reaction lures: slow to moderate speed retrieve, intermittent pops, twitches, and pauses. It's that irregularity, erratic action that triggers that strike. Make a cast parallel to your boat dock or your ledge, and you're going to bring it just right along the edge of that, and that's what will trigger strikes. Just a nice slow retrieve, pauses and twitches. right through the structure. There's some stick-ups over there, right along the front edge of that boat dock. Obviously, you'll let the fish determine the exact speed that you'll retrieve at. We just got a bite. You can also fish this off ledges. There's an offshore ledge over there. I want to throw it on top of that ledge, let it come down off the edge of it. Again, nice, slow retrieve, little pauses, pops, and twitches. Here we have a perfect fish catching scenario for Lake Travis. A floating boat dock with a walkway. Take the lure and skip it right up underneath there. There we go, all the way up under there, just like that, to the other side. Skip these things up underneath everything you can find. If you can find a walkway, a catwalk, anything, skip it up under there, fish it with a slow, erratic retrieve, you will catch fish. So those are my top 3 lures for fishing floating boat docks in the springtime in Lake Travis. Come summer, we'll have some changes probably, and stationary boat docks with pilings, whole different story for another video. Thanks for watching, like and sub for more.